All right, what's up, guys? So, having a purpose is subjective, and people use it to get through life because this life is harsh. This life has a lot of bad in it. It's unfair, it's difficult, and it's unpredictable what can happen to you in this life because you can be doing your thing and all of a sudden you can be diagnosed with cancer. You can have a heart attack. You can start having panic attacks all of a sudden for some reason, or you start developing bipolar disorder. You just get severely depressed, or you may get betrayed by people from your so-called friends, or your boyfriend or girlfriend, or your family, right? Or you can lose a job, or you may have a hard time finding one. And when those things happen to people, people try to make some sort of purpose. It doesn't have to be something crazy, really. It's just something to get through their life. And it could be anything. Like, I guess for me, for example, like training for a marathon, it kind of helps me get through something that I don't like in my life, and it goes by fast, and it just helps you cope, basically. And people will have a purpose with their hobbies a lot, most of the time, or their interests. It gives them joy, it makes them feel good, and it just helps them distract themselves from their problems in life, you know? And especially like with past traumas, or say you've been dealing with harsh treatment all your life because people will put you down because of your looks. Maybe you're unattractive, or maybe people will just be jealous and hateful of you because you're attractive. Or maybe it's like how you socialize, right? Maybe you don't get social cues that well, or you don't get the body language, you can't read the room right. Or maybe it's the status. People are so shallow with that. People be superficial on who they want to be friends with, like what they have with their materialistic things, right? And if you don't have that status, people will not hang out with you, right? Which is something else. And when you get rejected like that in life, you start to become an outcast, and a lot of times people just start to have make a purpose, right? Like people play video games to escape this shit, you know, try to make it challenging and difficult and try to beat the game, you know. It gives them some sort of purpose in a way. And the reason why I don't believe having a purpose is objective, because I don't believe in God, and there has to be proof that there is a God and it's real. And to me, like, once you're dead, you go to non-existence, and all that stuff you have done just to get through this harsh world where it's brutal and there's a lot of pain and suffering that is unnecessary, to the point where not everyone can overcome these things. And it just shows that like once you're dead, like it just is meaningless. All the things you've done, and all the accomplishments, all the goals that you achieved, because all those things you have done is just a way to get through life, you know? Because I know all the things I've done, like doing the marathons, or maybe another thing with fitness, like trying to trim down to 10% body fat, which I've done. Yeah, it was cool, but it made me escape from like what was going on in my life, And people can't escape like illness. People can't escape never-ending problems because this life's against you, and I'll talk about that in this video like I did my last channel. But yeah, like you start aging, and things start to go on a decline, your health, your looks, all kinds of stuff. So, and the thing is, you get bored, right? You get bored with with the purpose that you're doing, and there's many things that you could do, but sometimes it's limited because of the money. For example, things cost money, or say certain things can be more limited because you're only capable of doing certain things because maybe it's like a disability or mental illness or a physical health problem or some fatal injury, right? Or, and it's harder the older you get to try to have a make-up purpose because the harsh realities can hit you really hard, It's not easy. It's not easy to have a made-up purpose, And not everyone can have a purpose, right? Because this world hits them so hard to the point where they can't, It's crazy. Trying to think of anything else here. Yeah, and the thing is, like, this life doesn't care of like what you do, This life doesn't care. Like, you have a made-up purpose. Life can just hit you so hard, right? Like I said before, like a person can be hit by a car or something and be having a fatal injury and may not be able to do their purpose anymore, or life can hit you so hard you just get a hereditary disease, like a cardiac arrest or aneurysm, or life can hit you so hard where you just get fired from a job and you get homeless because you're replaceable at the end of the day. Or your girlfriend breaks up with you and all of a sudden she takes all your money, and now you're just now you're in a deeper situation, that makes you feel worse. No matter what kind of purpose you do, it's it's escape something too, right? And the thing is, people have a made-up purpose, and some people go too hard on themselves on it. Some people will have this purpose and they feel like they want to compare themselves to others, and they feel like they failed a lot of the times, because that's what happens when you compare yourself to others. You just put you put yourself down all the time. I feel like if you want to try to get through this life in this harsh reality where it feels like a prison world, I feel like it's best not to compare yourself to others and just focus on trying to get as much peace as possible, even though peace doesn't exist in this world, or freedom, Do stuff that makes you enjoy things, and it eventually ends. You go here sometime. But yeah, like I said, a purpose is just subjective to everyone. Like, everyone's purpose is different, and not everyone has one. And if a purpose is objective, then God has to be involved. God, that means like you are being ordered to do the certain thing. You gotta obey, or it's like authority, I guess there could be an objective purpose with our biology, like in nature they say, we're here to prolong this existence, we're here to prolong this DNA, and our biological purpose means something to humans, but at the end of the day it's pointless, like, thing is, humans could question that, and it's not always the best idea to bring more humans in the world when there's a lot of bad in it. It's not guaranteed a good life. It's something that animals can't question. But I guess there's some objective purposes, but there's ones that you can question and stuff like that. Another thing is, I don't believe in an objective purpose officially, because I feel like it's like a way to punish somebody if you don't make it, and it doesn't make sense when you're dead, because to me you don't get punished. It's just a part of life. You just die and that's it. But yeah, people make a subjective purpose to get through this life, and I guess that's that. And I guess with the objective purpose, people could question like the biological part and why humans are doing this, because at the end of the day, I guess we'll talk about another video on it, there's no real result in like humans prolonging their DNA, and doesn't feel like a reward for a lot of things. I mean, I guess if people are here, I guess they potentially could have a life. They could achieve goals, they can have meaningful relationships, they can experience things about this world, but that's not everybody. Not everyone can do that. Not everyone can get through that, basically, and not everyone can have a good life, like I said. So now I'm just rambling, I guess, but I'll catch you guys with another one.